My man Justin, what's going on with you, sir?
How you doing, Doctor? Dr.
I'm
Elijah Frazier. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I appreciate your time, man. I was excited when I came across your content. Just scrolling, just scrolling.
Yeah.
I was probably laying down on the couch or in a bed or something, just scrolling as I do. And a lot of times people will say, "Man, this is going to be a good podcast." I already know. A lot of times people, will say like we have cell phone addictions or like social media addictions and things like that.
Definitely.
And I couldn't I from my position, I actually couldn't disagree more. I think that I think that we as a people and we as a culture and generation, like I think we're looking for something. Like I
Yeah.
think the scrolling and this and are there cell phone addictions? Yeah. So I do want to say two things can be true at the same time.
Mm.
But a lot of people, me included, are looking for something. And I love human connection. I love authenticity. I love
Yeah.
real people. And I was scrolling, and I saw a video of yours. Didn't know you from John Doe walking down the street, and I saw a video of yours, and it was you. And by the way, joining us all the way from Thailand right now. Like,
Yes.
if this
Somebody
isn't
grab.
cool,
Somebody grab.
look, if this isn't cool, I saw a video of yours. Actually, I'm gonna clip it. I want to jump into it really quick, and I want people to
Okay.
see the video that I came across. So give me a second.
Yeah. Bangkok.
What is showing here? You say you finally moved to Bangkok. You wake up the next day after an incredible, life changing night, and you're overwhelmed with joy, curiosity, and excitement. And not me ever being to Bangkok, not me ever having that experience, but there was a position, a mental and emotional position that you were sitting in life, and it resonated with me
Yeah.
so deeply. And before we jump into our questions, before we do the whole thing, man, to have a person like you on the Deaf Collective podcast, we're interviewing, talking to the dreamers, the believers, the creatives, people that are moving or doing something or building something. Like, the goal here isn't to interview only like the most famous and popular people, but the best people. And I feel that you are one of those best people. And there's
Yeah.
something that resonated with that video. How would you like to introduce yourself to the people? How would you like to say hello before we jump into what it is we're gonna jump into?
All right. Well, my name is Justin. Some people might know me as DZ. Um, I'm just a guy that wants everybody to feel what I feel, peace within themselves. A lot of things happen on the outside that we internalize, and for the most part, I just want people to let go of that stuff. Half the stuff isn't important. The things that we're told that are important, the things that stress us out, I want people to just let that stuff go. Mind don't
Mm.
matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter.
Oh, hold on. Hey, chill out. Cause I'll give you credit like the first two or three times that I'm off to make a piece of content. Like, can you
All
wait?
right.
Can you unpack that a little bit? If you don't mind, say that again.
Mind over matter.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, it does not matter.
Is See, these questions aren't even on my thing. Is that something that's easier said than done, or is it just
Oh,
as easy as
yeah. It is a lot easier said than done. It does take a lot of eternal work. A lot of things that bother people, like racial divide, social
mm,
divide, political divide, all that stuff, really, it gets taxing. It
yeah.
gets really, really taxing. But then it comes to a point where like you start to recognize like every time I log on Facebook or Instagram, I'm being emotionally manipulated. I'm being triggered by this,
Mm,
triggered by that. The conversations that I have with people and they're talking about somebody else because that one person did something that bothered them or triggered them. And I'm on the side, I'm like, well, there's always a reason to why these things are going on. There's
Yeah.
always a reason why that person bothered you. There's always a reason to why there's such a racial, political, social, and religious divide. You know, a
Talk about it.
lot of it is it's been weaponized. A lot of these things have been weaponized. And once you start to realize that, you start to really separate yourself from what's really important.
Yeah.
And that's what I started to do. I started to not get as angry when I see Donald Trump saying some dumb stuff on the internet, or I see Elon Musk saying some crappy stuff on Twitter.
Yeah.
Even when I see even when black people and people on the left were celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder, I'm
Yeah.
like, it bothered me, but like I had to separate myself from that, understand why they're doing that. And once I
Mm-hmm.
understood, it didn't really upset me anymore. I
Yeah.
was able to be free from those chains, the chains of emotional manipulation.
Man, you hit that on the head because that's exactly what it is. Propaganda is real. Like
Hmm.
these things move conversations and make money and like to get you mentally and emotionally stirred up. And here's what I know. There's a difference between wanting change and wanting things to happen. Like one of the things that I always say, a problem with a solution is a choice. And a lot of times people don't have the problems they say they have. The problems they actually have is that they're not making decisions they have the ability to make. And with all of our power, with all of our reach, with all of our resources, we have the things in America, we have the things we want. Like no, everybody, and what I mean by that is like the powers that be. If they wanted change, bro,
Oh, we would have been had
we would
it.
have been. So it's like
Yes.
you don't want change. Like it's this circle dangling the carrot, chasing the thing. Like you don't want change because we build multi-million, multi-billion dollar colleges. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, porn can run as rampant as it wants, leads into sex trafficking, all this stuff. Like
Mhm.
I mean, whether it be alcohol or drugs or like, and not to get into the little minute or this is that, but
Right.
the control we have, like whether it's the dollar or whether it is the education system, and it's like, oh well, we just need change here. Well, vote, or you could press that button, or you could
Yeah.
press that button and we be good because you did it for you. Like y'all good. So I appreciate that, man. You're I've been eyeballing your bio, and it says replace expectation with appreciation and you'll gain spiritual elevation. First of all, bars. First of all,
Yeah. Thank you.
first of
Thank you.
all, like I didn't until I got to the last part and I said it out loud. I was
Uh,
like, okay, all right. Replace expectation with appreciation and you'll gain spiritual elevation. I do think that as a lot of us grow, we look for ourselves and others and get disappointed when we don't see it, when we don't
mhm.
find it. Is this just you? Is this just a quote? Where did this come
I
from?
actually, I don't know if I came up with it myself. It might have been some subconscious
Yeah, yeah,
thought
yeah.
or whatever that I might have seen it somewhere else, and then I posted it. But I just maybe a week and a half ago, and it came because over for a while I always thought that expectations will always be followed by disappointments because not
Mm,
everybody and not everything works out the way you want it to work out. And if it does work out the way you want it, there's going to be some kind of variation that you didn't expect, or
yeah.
you might not appreciate that that it's it came your way. So once you start to let go of your expectations, like you won't be bothered by things anymore. The things don't bother you. The not achieving a certain goal won't bother you. Not to say I'm some kind of like underachiever or anything like that, but I don't strive for the same things that everybody else strives for because I see what it does to them. How striving for things, certain things, turns them into certain kinds of people. And I don't want to be that certain kind of person that
Yeah.
once I gain the success, I have to treat that person like this now,
Mm-hmm.
or I have to leave that person behind, or blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to be that kind of individual. And I've also noticed that mainly in Western countries do we have that kind of mindset.
bro. Don't get me started.
It's like
And this
we're,
is
we're,
how
we're
I
so
know.
pit against each other out here that it's annoying.
Yeah,
It's
it is,
annoying.
and because again, going back to that control and this script, this is this is the play. Like
Mhm.
this is the game, and that is why I still reach out and connect and talk to
Yeah.
strangers. And who knows, like I might be in Bangkok next month now because of it. Like I don't know,
Hey,
like so.
first
I
round on
believe.
me.
Hey, look, don't tempt me with a good time. Like, uh, but I'm not a burden, but I do still believe that we have a responsibility to whether it is, being my brother's keeper or being intentional or doing these
Mhm.
things. Because if you get caught up in this stuff, like you can lose yourself and
Yes. Yes.
become a person that you were never called or created to be, never designed to be, or anything like that. So it is this is a breath of fresh air, man, and I'm
Mhm.
excited to I'm not just excited to ask the questions. I'm excited for people to meet you. And I saw your posts, your story about interviewing you. First of all,
Yeah.
we going to make sure you stand corrected because you're a special guy. Usually, so the first question is um I ask people, what are you building right now? And why
Mhm.
does it matter to you personally? Whether you're building a vision, a brand, or
Mhm.
even just a version of yourself.
Right.
Question number
Um,
one:
mhm.
what are you building right now, and why does it matter to you personally?
I'm building a better version of myself. I
Mm,
am building a person that used to be more outgoing, more friendly, more the person that would like reach out and give people advice all the time. Over the course of like the few years, I've started to not be that person anymore because people have become draining.
okay.
Um, Especially the people that I surrounded myself with, they don't see life through the same way I see life.
Yeah.
They're focused on like the negative. They're focused on the racial, political,
Mm,
social,
caught
and
up.
yeah, they're caught up in all of that. And I found myself too many times speaking to brick walls.
Ooh.
I spoke to so many brick walls.
Yeah.
It got to the point where like, you know what? I'm just gonna plant the seed
Yeah.
and pray that it just like, it blossoms at one point in your life.
Yeah.
But I kept doing that. I ran out of excuse me. I ran out of seeds.
Man.
And I decided that, you know what, I kind of need to break away from all of that. I need to break away from the emotional manipulation that my friends and family are going through, that America puts on all of us,
Yeah.
and find peace elsewhere. Find a place where I can reground myself and continue to be the human being that I've always meant to be. You know,
Yeah.
I always wanted to be that person that bridge.
Mm,
So I always wanted to be that bridge to somebody. Like I might not be somebody's destination, but I'm definitely going to be a memorable pit stop.
yeah.
You know, you're going to remember me.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, chill out. We look, hold on, because the gyms, you're not just gonna drop gyms and keep going talking about why are we interviewing you? You guys see why now. When you said it was powerful to me when you said I ran out of seeds.
Yeah.
Like I just want to sit in that for a second because I'm I'm a visual guy.
Mhm.
And I'm big on metaphors, similes, inspirational motivation. Like I'm big on that stuff because like you have to see stuff. Like
Yeah.
there are many things that I desired in my life and we won't get into it, but I just wanted to go see it and touch it because I
Mhm.
knew that if I could do that, my mind could conceptualize like the vision. And when you were talking about running, you ran out of seeds. Like I just imagined a guy walking down a path, planting seeds for his future, planting seeds so that the people and world around him can eat and be healthy. Like I envision this, and then I envision like he's just so used to going through the motions that he's been walking for miles and miles and realize he hasn't been dropping seeds for miles. Like he's just been
Yeah.
going through the motions. So
My
when you
bag
say,
was empty and I didn't even notice it.
and that's all I'm saying. A lot of times I think we believe or would like to believe that everybody speaks the same language of health as we do. And I tell
Right.
people this all the time, like health is a language. When you decide to start treating yourself better, loving yourself better, it's not just eating right or sleeping right or drinking right and all those type of things. It's also your mental and your emotional and your spiritual intake as well. And when you start to
Mhm.
do these healthy things, that's a language. Like techie people, they have a language. Like fitness people, they have a language. Like they have certain attributes and behaviors and things of that nature. So it is when we start to speak this language of health, we have to understand that everybody doesn't speak that same language. And
Yeah.
there will be more frustration just from them not understanding us than it is the
Yeah.
actual things that's going on. Like imagine being in Bangkok and you need some help and you don't speak the language. And it's like, man, I know this person can help me only if we spoke the same language. And a lot of
It got
people, yeah.
it got to a point where I had to be comfortable with understanding that sometimes they won't understand, or at least not when I want them to understand.
Or
You
even
know,
need them to understand.
yeah, exactly. So that's why I just had to just plant the seed, hope it grows. And a
Yeah.
lot of them are mustard seeds. A lot of them they turn into mustard seeds.
Yeah.
But you know what? As long as it grew and they eventually understood, because there's been so many times where I was giving advice in my youth, and I'm like, that's a no, you're stupid. You know what you're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm 35 years old now. I'm like, you know what?
Hold on. They might have
Sheesh.
they might have been on to something there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, we're not very receptive of, we don't receive information that makes us face the mirror very well.
Hmm.
A lot, we don't like it when it's first given, but given time, we always appreciate it. You know, like there's always there's a saying that like, we don't appreciate our parents until like we get older. We don't
Yeah.
understand them until we get older. Same thing with when somebody gives you advice when you were young, you know?
Mm.
It's the same exact thing, but it also depends on the individual and like, their life journey. They might not have the opportunity to let that seed grow due
Yeah.
to their circumstances, or maybe they haven't run into the right person that makes them think about that time. Somebody gave them some good advice, but I can only hope and pray that my advice and the way I think and my mindset has helped people. And it has. I've had people like tell me like, hey, bro, like the type of person that you are, like I'm very appreciative of like, your mindset and like the things you've said to me. And
Yeah.
so it's those little instances like that that makes it like, kind of worth it. Even when I looked at my bag as being empty, I knew that I had to leave and replenish my bag of seeds.
Yeah, for sure. And it's also being careful of the people who actually do understand and don't desire to understand. Like they
Oh
understand
yeah,
and they just
oh yeah. Oh, those
like
are the brick
you
walls.
yeah,
Those are the brick walls.
and got to be careful of that manipulation, that gaslighting, that narcissism, but
Yeah,
that weaponized incompetence. Oh,
yeah.
I
But
oh,
also, I'm very appreciative of those individuals as well, because there's also one thing I understood. If you take race and culture out, you have human nature,
mhm.
and human nature trumps all that shit.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? So yeah, Trump's human nature will always be human nature, but human nature varies. It's the most complicated thing on the face of this planet.
yeah,
It's good, it's bad, it's ugly, and it's beautiful. But when I run into those difficult people, I'm still appreciative of those people,
yeah,
because it's just a journey. You know what I'm saying? It's just a person that I'm meeting that's going to be a part of my story. I'm going to be a part of theirs. All
yeah.
right. They might not be a positive part of their story. They might be a positive part of mine, but I'm absorbing it all regardless.
Facts, facts. And they bring something out of you, us, people that the good
Hmm.
times and the easy times can't. Like if everything just went your way, like you would get to where you desire to be, but would you have the strength to stay there? And
Yeah.
I always say, like, there's two different types of strength. It's like the NBA. I love basketball, football, but when you win a championship, it takes a certain type of strength to win that championship. But then it takes a
Hmm.
completely different type of strength to defend that championship, because now you're not trying to win it anymore. You have it.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to defend it. So it is that journey there that builds something within you, the hurdles, the hiccups, the fouls, the fumbles, all these things. And then when you get there, because you have playoff experience now,
Hmm.
you know how to defend it. And a lot of people, I think, are just focused on getting somewhere in life versus staying where it is they desire to stay. Like, don't just get there, have the ability and the strength to stay there.
Well, I would say just also just stay there. There was I think the video that I sent you earlier,
Yeah.
there was like a really dope ass quote that said, "Life is a song,
Okay.
and moments are notes. If you stay on that note for too long,
Mm.
it no longer becomes a song.
Hey,
It- the
hey,
song has to end."
hey, hold on. Hold on. Let me tell y'all what that like let me tell y'all what this man gonna tell. Like, why are you interviewing me? Like, this is why. I know what I see. I'm good at what I do. But that, hey, now that one, I'm gonna let you know personally. And we're recording to prove it. I've stolen that, sir. It's stolen. Consider it
Hey,
consider
wasn't my quote anyway, man. You
hey,
have it. It's
I don't
yours,
know whose it
baby.
was. Keyword was. Don't stay on that note too long, because then it becomes a song. I'm with it on so many different levels. And that's only question number one. Question number two. Like, this is such a gift, man. This is such a gift. What decisions or shifts had the biggest impact on getting you to where you are today?
I think it was just ripping the Band-Aid off and not being scared of what people thought of
Okay.
me
Okay.
and leaving certain people behind.
Mm,
I had to be comfortable with that. I had to be comfortable with like of course leaving my family behind, leaving certain friends behind. But again, these some of them were the same people that were, they made my bag run out. Like they ate up all my seeds.
if we're being
Um,
honest.
yes. So and I had to break away. I had to break away. I had to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm sitting in my friend's house and I'm like my fingers hovering the buy the ticket button. It was like $800. I'm like,
Talk about the moment, bro.
yeah. I'm like, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? I already got the passport. I got the passport. It's been sitting in my room for like 5 months now. I'm doing nothing with it. Like, am I really gonna do it? And then like there's a moment where like you have to like snap yourself out of the indecision moment and like stop being a pussy. And I hit the button.
Pull
It's
the
just like,
trigger.
yeah,
Pull the
yeah,
trigger.
pull the trigger. Like I like to get mad at myself, like, bro, you're being a pussy right now, dude. Like do that shit. All right, what are
Not
you
hyping
doing?
yourself up. Like,
Yeah, exactly,
did
exactly.
you
Like
just bully yourself?
yeah,
Like,
you have to do it sometimes, bro. You
you
have to do it
do.
sometimes. Like, nigga, if not now, then when? I've told myself that so many times, and I have so many what if scenarios. I did not want this to be another one.
Another one. Man, that gave me so much life, bro. It is real. Um, not how many it just makes me think how many people have literal and metaphorical passports, ability
Hmm.
to go places that they haven't gone. New relationship, new geographical area, new mindset, new
Yeah.
spiritual state, new financial status, new everything. And I again, just being a visionary, I can see you sitting there, kind of like when those movies are there and everything else like kind of goes like, it gets like real mumbly, like real cloudy, and you just
Hmm.
kind of, you don't hear what people are saying anymore. You just hear the sounds, and it's just you, and you kind of hear the murmuring in the back, and you just like, man, should I,
Yeah, that's just you in that moment.
like my life is about to change. Like my life is about to change. No one's none the wiser, and I'm going to be in a different
Yeah.
time zone, a different zip code, a different culture, a different
Yeah.
atmosphere, and many people have that ability but don't take. What do you say? What do you say, Justin, to the person who is in that same moment as you were?
Hmm.
Their finger is not maybe hovering over the ticket to Bangkok, but
Hmm.
is hovering over their moment to change their life in their way. What would you say to that person right now? They're listening, they're watching. What would you say to that person who is in that moment right now?
Stop being a pussy.
We might have we might have the title for the for the podcast episode. Like we
No,
might.
no, no, no. To be more on a more, I guess, on a serious note about
No,
it.
no, sure, sure, sure.
How many times have you how many times have you not made the decision that you regretted later? How
Mm,
many times have you been angry with yourself that, damn, I should have did that.
so
Damn, I wish I
good.
would have did that. Because now you're seeing other people who pulled the trigger, who ripped their band-aids off. They're doing the things that you wish you could do.
Yeah.
Stop wishing you could do things and just fucking do them.
Stop wishing you. I can't because this will be the longest podcast in history. And now it's official. Now I'm flying out to Bangkok. It's like
Dude.
I
And
gotta
also
be
not
able.
just Bangkok too, not just Bangkok. There's so many beautiful places out here in Thailand. Right now, I'm
Yeah,
in Chonburi,
yeah,
which is like maybe like an hour away from Bangkok. I'm staying with the family,
yep.
and this family is beautiful, by the way. Their daughter came to stay with my family back in 2019 as a foreign exchange student, and we took care of her. And then COVID happened, so she had to go back. But now they're paying me back in kind, but taking care of me now.
What?
Yeah, like bro, life is beautiful, dog. When you
Paying me
just
back in kind.
yeah,
Paying
when
me
you're just a
back in
good
kind.
person,
Yeah.
life treats you good sometimes, man.
It will find you. It will hunt you down. And
Yeah.
not just people thinking like, oh, like this is just what I desire. No, what you desire desires you too. Like it's looking for you too. Like, but you got to move. You can't just stay there with your finger hovered
Yeah.
hovered over the button.
Yeah.
I'm I love it. I love it. Question number 3.
Okay.
What do people misunderstand most about your journey or the work you do?
I'm not too sure. Never really thought about what people misunderstand about me. I guess what I don't want people to get confused with is think I'm like passive
Mhm.
or I'm lazy, which I ain't gonna lie. I'm a lazy soul. Like I don't like to work too hard. All right. I work hard enough, just to get what
Hey,
needs to get done,
don't get mad at Justin for loving
Yeah.
himself the way he needs
Yeah.
to love himself.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't want people to think that just because I'm nice, just because I see life differently, just because I don't get as angry as somebody else would in that situation, that means I'm just like turning over and letting shit happen to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of conversations that I've had where it was revolved around race or it was
Mm,
around racism or whatever. And like I said before, I recognize human nature more than I recognize race and culture.
come on, come on.
So it's like when I don't get angry at certain things or when I react when I be like, oh well, this happened because this happened. I understand why that happened, but how that was reacted to caused this to happen also. Like
Hmm.
they don't see the chess pieces being moved on the board like I do. They don't see the gray area.
Yeah,
Everybody looks at shit in black and white. I refuse to look at life in black and white.
being intentional.
Yeah, you have to look at it in the gray area, and a lot of people will look at me as, I guess weak-minded or like I'm not like striving for something more. I'm not fighting hard enough for something. I'm like,
Yeah.
what you're fighting for is making you poisonous, sir.
And I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you to dive into. I mean, not necessarily dive into it, But I was going to say, like, when you're like, well, I'm a lazy soul, like I'm laid back, I'm this, I'm that. And my
Mm,
my thing is, I don't I think there may be a difference there between lazy, necessary, and appreciative. And some
mm,
people are working hard and don't know why they're working hard. Some people are working hard and they're exhausted. They're not happy. They're not healthy. And I don't know if there's a such thing as a hard worker or hard working more than there is necessary work. Like just necessary
yes.
work. Like you're okay, you're not a hard worker. You're a lazy soul.
Yeah.
But you in Thailand right now and living your best life.
Yes.
And I think people put certain expectations on themselves, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, what I should be work hard. Well, if I don't do it, who's going to do it? Like I get it, but at the same time, are you putting in a necessary body of work for where you want to be, where you desire to be, or where you feel other people want to see you, or where you feel you should be? I understand and I can appreciate hard work,
Mhm.
but I don't think hard work trumps necessary work. And a lot of
It does
people
not.
are working hard for things they don't even desire, for a
Exactly.
lifestyle that just keeps up with social status or the propaganda of it all, like we were talking about earlier, and things
Yeah.
like that. So I think there's something to be celebrated and appreciated with the way you love and appreciate yourself, to where
Yes.
you have is it hard, is working in a factory for 10, 12, 15 hours a day harder than the mental and emotional decision you had to make to press that button and change your life?
Right.
Because understanding the body is really strong. It is what the mind has to
Very, very doable.
very durable. It's what the mind has to conceptualize and come to terms with. Because some people who do construction or factory work for a living, whatever, they be like, "This ain't hard." It's not hard because it's not hard here. It's
Yeah.
not
You can train
mentally
your
and
body to
emotionally.
withstand a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It takes way more work to make your mind stronger to withstand so much stuff.
Oh
Like there's a
yeah.
lot of things that are bombarding your mind with thoughts and like it's pulling you this way, pulling you that way. It takes a very strong mind to like really center yourself and push the bullshit out and recognize
Yeah.
what's necessary.
Yeah.
And, like and things that are important or the things that we want, 9 times out of 10 are not the things that we need.
Shout outs to a hard worker.
Yeah.
A little piggyback here.
Mhm.
Question number 4. Who did you have to become for your goals, ideas, or vision to actually work?
I had to kind of shut myself off a bit.
Okay.
I had to isolate myself. And
Mm.
there's a video on my TikTok that explains that where self-isolation is very important because you need to like, reground yourself and regroup.
Yep.
And but eventually I did find myself self-isolating a little bit too much to the
Okay.
point where like, I had friends calling me like, like with important stuff, important updates, and I'm like, why are you calling me? Like I got frustrated when like
Yeah.
my closest friends would call me, and I'm like, I was never this person. Like why am I bothered so much about like with
Yeah.
people? Um, yeah, but the self-isolation is something that I had to isolate myself, and that's where I became the person I am now by realizing that half the stuff that all my friends and family are concerned about, I was not concerned about.
Yeah.
The things that I was scared of them judging me for, like again, I have to understand that they won't understand, and I have to be comfortable
Mm.
with that. I have
Yeah.
to be comfortable with the fact that, like, they're not going to understand the reason why you're out here in Thailand and you don't want to uh get a $1 million business or work for this person or like do
Yeah.
this kind of work. Like this is my life. This is shit that I want to do. All right. You lace your shoes up and walk them shits. These are my
Yeah.
flip-flops. All right.
Yeah.
You can
That's-
put your work boots on. I'm putting my flip-flops on and I'm going to the beach. All right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. It
Yeah.
2.5 years ago, my wife, my family, and I relocated. Um, of course, not getting all the way into it. We told 3 people after living in Northeast Ohio for 35, 36 years. We
Mhm.
told 3 people that we were leaving. Left, middle of the night, gone, showed up. I had people calling me like, "Oh, so you thought that was the best move? Like, why would you do that? Are you sure you can do that?" This is why
I had one or two people do that to me as well.
this is why ain't nobody tell you nothing. Because if
Yeah,
I
but
would have
me,
listened to that,
yeah,
I would
you
have been.
wouldn't. I tried to keep it a secret, but I'm horrible at keeping secrets,
I
especially
mean,
like from
social
myself.
media is a real thing. They were like,
Yeah.
"Are man, you guys have been on vacation for a long time," and my wife was like, I'm gonna post it." And they're like, "You guys move there? Yeah, yeah." And who
Hmm.
says we're done? Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was it. Um, man, shout out to you, Justin, man. Just your
Thank you, man.
mind, your heart, your spiritual placement, um the gems that you've shared with us today. This last question um is my favorite question. It is a specially designed question.
Okay.
And I get people that ask me like, "Do I need to prepare for anything?" Or what's the questions, man? Like send me the I'm like, I'm not sending you nothing. I'm not saying because you're not about to prepare for my podcast. Like you're not about to
I
prepare.
like that. I
Like
like that.
we gonna get some
Live and direct.
authenticity. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
But nothing crazy. If you had the attention of the entire world for 60 seconds, what would you tell them?
Learn to let go. Learn that not everything is what it seems. Not everything that you're taught is correct. Love everybody like no one.
Mm,
Love everybody, but like no one, because a lot of people are on their journeys. Everybody has their own stepping stones to step on, and they all have their own destinations. Um, I'm a lover of people, but I like very few people
okay.
because people are hard to like, easy to love.
Mm,
There are people I meet at bars I'm very good friends with, and I don't like them. But if they ever got into a fight, I would definitely defend them.
hey, I got your back. Yeah.
You know, so um, learn to love. Know that not everybody is an enemy, not
Mm.
everybody's a friend, and I don't know. Stop being a pussy.
We keep finding our way back to it, man.
Yeah, like
Justin.
if you're too scared to make the decisions, man. I've lived my 35 years of life regretting so much. There are so many avenues I could have taken that would have, put me in positions that you're in.
Yeah.
I could have had a wife. I could have had an amazing career.
Mm,
I could have had a PhD. I could have had all these things.
sure.
Do I regret any of that now? No, because I'm happy with myself now.
Awesome.
But if that is your journey, if that's something that you want to do, stop hovering over that button and press it. Press
I'm a,
that button, buy that ticket, get that passport, go to school, get your education, make your mother proud, do everything that you want to do,
yeah.
and everything that you need will come to you.
60 seconds on the dot. 60
No
seconds
way,
on the
man.
dot.
No way.
60 seconds on the dot. That I know for a fact that this episode, this message, this podcast is going to land and resonate with so many people.
I really hope it does, man. I really hope it does.
I know for a fact. I know for a fact. Um, is there, before we get out of here, is there any way that this could be your thing and could not be your thing? Is there
Mhm.
anywhere that you want people to follow you, to connect with you, to support you? Are you got anything going behind the scene? If not, that's okay. But where can we find you? I found you on social media. Um, Amazing storyteller, amazing visionary. What you got for us?
Um, I have three social medias. I have my Facebook, which is Justin Spaulding, JustinSpaulding.
Yeah.
I mostly post on there.
Really?
My
Okay.
TikTok is Captain Deezy, CAPTN_DEEZY.
Hmm.
Uh, my Instagram is Captain Spaulding, is CAPTN_SPAWLDN.
Yeah.
And I mainly post happy stuff. I'll post some funny stuff every now and then.
Sure.
My older videos were me talking about accountability, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence, which
Yeah.
I'm very big on.
Yeah.
Um, if you want more of that kind of content, if you want to watch those older videos, please watch those videos. Hopefully it something clicks in you, like a light bulb goes off. I'm not always going to be posting stuff like that.
Sure.
I'm not a content creator.
Okay.
I make things when I feel compelled to make things.
Yeah.
And when I do make these things, I hope that it reaches who it needs to reach and it helps you out in any kind of way. Hopefully, my bag of seeds
Mm.
won't run empty this time.
Yeah. Yeah. Justin Spaulding, absolutely, absolutely a gift. Thank you so much for being on the Deaf Collective
Man,
podcast.
thank
It's
you,
gonna be
brother.
good. Can't wait to air it. Can't wait to share it. And I got a feeling we gonna be talking to you again.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that too, man. I
Catch,
really enjoyed this. This was nice.
catch you on the other side.